Talking about sex won't make you pregnant. Talking about funerals won't make you dead.
There you go. Good point. Welcome back to the Morning Brew. And Larry Aarons along with Aaron Muffaletto. That was an unforgettable. You'll tell your grandkids about that someday. That was
the
something.
morning with a cow.
Yeah. Remember the day we did the cow thing? All right, Gail Rubin is with us, and she's a colleague here at UPublic TV and UABQ TV. Gail is the author of the award-winning book, Good Goodbye. There it is.
Funeral planning for those who don't plan to die.
And
Gail, we have the TV show too.
Indeed. And Gail is about the only person I know that can make the subject of dying and death and funerals actually
sound exciting.
Kind of palatable. And we got a lot to talk about here. First of all, can we run a real quick clip of your TV show?
Yes.
Let's take a look at the TV production Gail is involved in right now.
Hi, I'm Gail Rubin. Stay tuned for today's episode of A Good Goodbye, Funeral Planning for Those Who Don't Plan to Die. Hi, I'm Gail Rubin, host and author of A Good Goodbye, Funeral Planning for Those Who Don't Plan to Die. Welcome to today's show, brought to you by the fine folks at French Funerals and Cremations. As the doyenne of death, check out the pearls, I'm all about getting the funeral planning conversation started. A doyenne...
There's a sample of Gail's show that is seen. It's on this channel, is it not?
26 and 27.
Very good.
Yep. And it's starting, in fact, next week we're starting the whole series all over again. It's a 14-part series, half-hour program. And so starting next Monday, it'll be at 2 p.m. on Channel 26, and Sunday at 3:30, and then Channel 27 on Sunday at 5:30 in the afternoons. Plus all those extra bonus airings that you never know when it's going to show up.
That's right, like this show.
So this show is all about planning funerals, right?
It's conversations about the party no one wants to plan. And it really is. When you think about weddings and funerals, there are a lot of very similar elements, but everybody's very excited about planning weddings.
Yeah.
And all of the same elements go into planning a funeral, but when you don't talk about it or think about it, suddenly somebody dies, and then you've got 48 hours to pull a major party together.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so stressful.
Yes.
You know, we know weddings are stressful,
yes,
even with months and months of planning.
Yep. And this is supposed to be planned within a few days.
Exactly. So, like I say, talking about sex won't make you pregnant, talking about funerals won't make you dead.
Yeah.
And the family really does benefit. You can save money, you can reduce stress at a time of grief, you can create something really meaningful and memorable, which is very big with the baby boomers. It's like, we want a funeral palooza, we don't want a funeral.
A funeral palooza. Now, you're doing a movie screening, and this is an interesting story. It's called Get Low.
Yes. Now, 75 years ago this year, in fact, June 26th was the anniversary, Felix Bush had his first and only living funeral. It was in rural Tennessee, and 8,000 to 12,000 people came out for this event.
Oh.
So the film Get Low is actually based on the true story of Felix Bush's living funeral. And it stars Bill Murray and Robert Duvall. Bill Murray's the undertaker that they work with. And it's a really funny movie, but it's a wonderful way to start the conversation about all of those elements that go into funeral planning. So, and this idea came out of one of the death cafes that I conducted here. Death Cafe is a worldwide movement where people come together, total strangers, just to talk about what's on their hearts and their minds about mortality issues, so that we can get the most out of this lifetime.
Yeah, well, that's something nobody wants to talk about. I mean,
Actually, a number of people
I
want to
don't
come
wanna talk about
out and talk about this stuff. And it's interesting. It falls into usually 3 categories, kind of legal and issues, medical issues, and spiritual issues.
So it's kind
some
of
financial issues too.
It's addressing those
So-
things people don't want to talk about but need to.